Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Simon and we are the Whales at Wall Street. I've got an exciting one here. This one's called Fevr, F-E-V-R, on the exchange, which we'll go on to in a moment. Guys, this is incredible. So this has come off the back of a B-Pro video I did recently, where B-Pro have basically been utilising their development program to these guys to ensure of the JavaScripting, etc., and the coding mechanism behind this. So they're partially powering it. So RealFevr, what is this? Okay, we're in an NFT absolute fanatic zone right now in the world, and one of my favourite things is of course football, or what we'd call soccer over in America, I guess. We know how big football is across the world. Premier League especially, of course, I would say that because I'm from England, and it is the best league, no doubt about it. But there's other leagues around the world, of course, Bundesliga, La Liga, Serie A, etc. Now, what is this? So basically, this is an NFT program allowing you to purchase Fevr tokens to be able to purchase football NFT collectibles, predominantly around video. What do I mean by video? I mean that you can actually buy, for example, pieces of history or video content of goals, saves, tackles, all this cool stuff that happens in football matches, and you can own them. Now, there's various sort of levels. There's common, special, epic, legendary, unique editions of all these. So there's loads of different price models and everything like that. But I think this is phenomenal, guys. I actually generally believe that this is going to go places, just because of the NFT craze, the specialness about football, and that collectible aspect. Now, when I was a kid, I used to spend ages trying to get the stickers for sticker books, and I remember the stickers used to start coming out of like goals that were scored or historic moments in football matches across the history of football. But then, of course, you moved into things like obviously the Pokemon cards, and you still got that like trump card aspect of it for trading, trying to beat each other competitively, etc. So there's loads of application to this, but I want us to think outside the box to see the true potential of this. So there's a couple of things going on here. Token leagues, which fascinates me. So we're going to start seeing competitiveness in this, and think of like fantasy football leagues and things like that, but you're going to be doing this through the tokenomics aspect. And then also play fantasy. So what is that? This is basically you can download the app, and it's kind of like literally fantasy league, I guess, but you can essentially get rewarded with the token for obviously your positioning and your success that you have within the game. So do go check that out, really cool. So there's one aspect, but imagine football in the future when you're watching a game on TV, for example, and a great goal is scored, and then like 5 seconds later maybe a QR code comes up on the screen and you hold your phone up or whatever, and then you could download that goal, but you've got to be really quick because there's only like 1,000 editions of it or something, or specific editions of it. That's where I see that kind of thing going eventually. And of course NFTs with the smart contract aspect, being able to have the intellectual property of it, not making sure that there's no copies or variants of it, which edition you've got, so when you're going to sell it you've got the validity behind it. And also, like I said, taking it into other aspects of NFTs when we talk about other metaverses like Decentraland, all these things. Imagine going around a showroom like with all your Akomi collectibles and stuff like that, and you then got a wall with like frames on it with goals and all that from your favourite football matches, your favourite players, etc. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And what reminded me as well, let me just try and find the page here, because I opened up so many because I was so bemused. Like, I just couldn't believe how much potential this has got. So some unbelievable players here, and these are things that you can buy. So you can buy them based on BNB value, but of course you need the Fevr tokens to get them. But this just gives you the value of how much. And the reason it says BNB here is because it is powered on the Binance Smart Chain. So that's one fantastic thing to think about. But look at these, all goals from way back, years ago, from different clubs, etc. This is absolutely phenomenal, really. And imagine just trying to collect as many as you can. And you can see here, the amount of editions that are left and things like that. Once people get more awareness of this project, these are going to go really fast. And imagine like all the Lionel Messi and the Cristiano Ronaldo ones, how fast they're going to go. Look at these Ronaldo ones here. So there's plenty to go about. Some really old school historic moments there from 2002. So there's loads on there, and you can keep your collections in one place. You can utilize them when interoperability comes a bit more mainstream in these areas as well. And this, look at this. What does this remind you of? This reminds me of FIFA, when or even like Rainbow Six, and you get in your packs and you can unzip them or open them, and you find all the different cards and your ultimate team players in there and that sort of thing. This is what it's about, guys. Think of that mentality. Think how much money is spent on people utilizing FIFA for ultimate teams and buying packs all the time to get the best team they possibly can. Well, this is exactly the same thing, and these packs will go absolutely flying. These are already sold out. There's loads more coming too, so coming soon. So this is obviously going to be a price affecting aspect to the token as well, of course. How to buy Fevr, majority through MetaMask, so connecting to Binance Smart Chain, and you can buy it through there as well. So that's really, really nice and easy, I think, that one, especially when it's involving BNB. And yeah, the marketplace, as I mentioned, like the opportunity to go and buy different collectibles packs. Honestly, I just can't believe how amazing it. I was so excited last night when I was reading through this. I just went on Gate, which is where you can buy Fevr tokens as well, and I just bought a load of them because I was like, you know, I'm not missing out on this one. I've missed out on too many things, and sat there go, oh yeah, that's a really nice idea, and I'll get some at some point, and then they absolutely rock it, and then I end up either FOMOing in or crying in the corner because I missed out. So I'm not doing that this time. I truly believe this is going to be a phenomenal project. I think there's 16 billion tokens in supply at the moment. So I haven't found anything yet to demonstrate the burning aspect, whether they do that or not. But I think from the aspect of the marketplace of buying and selling, maybe the burning element isn't quite needed yet. But there's staking portals and things like that for the Fevr token as well. Statistics here, so absolutely fantastic. So global fantasy sports market, right? $48.6 billion by the year 2027. Wow. So you can see the potential of this. Obviously not meaning that this is going to be fully based around Fevr. You've got loads of other cryptos out there like Chili's, Crypto.com obviously getting involved in this sort of thing as well. But this is the first one where I've seen like a full gigantic mechanism of moving away from fan tokens and being more delving into like this whole pack mentality and collectible mentality. This is exactly the kind of thing I'm looking for, or been waiting for. So you've got the fantasy league aspect, the collectibles aspect, staking, which of course returns you money, which you can then go and buy more Fevr into the wallet, and the whole ecosystem continues. Of course, you get ownership of the NFT. So when you're buying and selling, of course, you've got, as we said, the validity of that. And also just confirming that you've definitely got one of the full edition ones as well in terms of the valuation of it. And of course, it might get more in value as years go by, or that player perhaps goes on to be one of the best players in the world, that sort of thing. Of course, the value would continue to go up. So yeah, there's a bit, and just check the white paper out when you get some time. I'm not going to go through every single page here, but here's a bit of an aspect of the token supply. So as I mentioned, I think 16 billion, which is quite a lot to be. I think it's more than 16 billion, isn't it? Maybe I'm going completely mad there, to be honest. Maybe that's not 16 trillion, is it? It's too late at night. Maths has gone out the window, but you get my idea. So there's loads of aspects of how that's been distributed out so far. The public sale, of course, which happened quite recently, to obtain those before pre-sale, etc. So that's in full swing. You've got the collectibles, you've got the video collectibles, you've got the super packs, absolutely amazing stuff. The roadmap here is phenomenal. So you've got the pack subscriptions, which I think just launched, and obviously we've seen some of them sold out. Club's Launchpad, which is going to be really exciting to see how that develops. This is going to be really interesting. And then into next year, this is why I think some cryptos won't go into a bear market, because there's so much cool stuff going on in their roadmap to lead into next year anyway. But yeah, borrowing, lending, I'm not sure how that's going to work. Why would you lend an NFT? I'm not quite sure, but there we go. Fantasy Token League, so that's going to be awesome to get involved with that. Imagine the season starting off with that, and you're playing for something, do you know what I mean? So collectible in-game bonus, this is really interesting as well, the collectibles in-game bonus. I'm really excited to see how that works with the fantasy game, and I do generally believe that further down the line that there will definitely be an integration with live football matches and things like that, 100%, no doubt about it in my mind. And then the social mining as well, so that's helping emphasize the social media community and building the awareness and building the platform as well. And there's a bit of information about the team in general there as well to have a bit of a read of also. So keep an eye on their Twitter. As it says here, the second packs drop are coming in September, so do expect some price movements on the chart for sure, which we'll have a brief look at in a minute. Unfortunately, it's not on my official trading view yet, but we can at least have a look on CoinMarketCap just for a brief overview of this one. Look at this, legendary save by Iker Casillas, so the amazing former Real Madrid goalkeeper, absolute hero in the sporting world of football. So you get the really cool videos, 50 copies available, lowest ask 7.5 BNB. Wow. Average selling of 11 BNB. So BNB at the moment, I think it's trading like $400 or $500. So that just gives you an indication of how much money is being thrown into this. Absolutely incredible, guys. Incredible. So we've only just started. And as I said, the only reason I pulled this out was because of its momentum with BPro, developing the coding and the infrastructure behind this. So that's absolutely fantastic news for BPro as well. So if you think of all these projects doing well off the back of that, it can only get better for these guys, in my opinion. So keep an eye out for its continuation. So here's a little fantasy league game, which we went on to earlier. And here's something about the partners. So as I mentioned, BPro on there. There's a few of course, federations of the football clubs, things like that. And then you've got, they mentioned the Binance Smart Chain. So expect this partnership section to grow massively over the next 12 months and longer as well. And Gate, as I mentioned, is where I got mine from. I didn't at the time when I purchased them, knew that I could get them through the Binance Smart Chain via MetaMask, so I'll probably do that moving forward, and use my BNB that I've got in my Binance to pay for some fees perhaps. But keep an eye out for this one, guys. I truly think this is fantastic. Make sure that you go and do your own research, of course, and have a look at it. If you're a football fan, sports fan, or a collectible fan, definitely worth having a look at this for sure. Currently trading at just over 1 cent, but if you look here on the chart, I put it as all because it only launched in July, I think, anyway. So it's had a good little launch there, and it's just pretty much tailed off, corrections, etc. And now we're tailing back up, I believe, for this second pack launch. All-time high previously of just about 1.5 cents. So it's not massive at the moment because there's huge supply, of course, but I do generally believe that we're in very early on this, because when the awareness starts building up of this and the fantasy team game starts and all the other aspects of the collectibles kick in, I truly believe this price will start flying up. You can only go on the other NFT project. Go and check out NFT Lootbox, by the way. I could not believe it. I heard about that as a random thing a couple of months ago. Go and look at the price, honestly, and then tell me that NFTs are nothing and they're just a bubble like everyone was saying 3 months ago. Absolute nonsense. This is going nowhere. Smart contracts, blockchain in NFTs, collectibles is not going anywhere. Once it goes mainstream, there is no turning back. I've talked to you guys on videos before about events. Imagine going to like Comic Cons or sport events and getting QR codes at people's stands and getting NFT collectibles or swapping things, powering up against people, battles, etc., esports. Honestly, it's endless. It's absolutely endless. And when we have the application of gaming and showrooms, virtual showrooms and things like this, and actually having digital ownership of these kind of collectibles, honestly, we're so in the beginning. I'm so excited about NFTs in general, but this I thought was really cool. I feel like I missed out on Chili's. I know it's a good price still compared to what it will be in the future, but this, I feel I found a gem that might help some people out there to think, actually, yeah, this might be cool. And maybe not miss out on some of these ones that have already established themselves over the last 6 to 9 months already. So take a look, let us know in the comments below what you think. Have you got Fevr tokens yourselves? In fact, have you even got any of the collectibles? I'm really interested to know how you found the transaction process. what ones you got and how excited you are about the project. And if you haven't got Fevr tokens, what do you think about this? Is this interesting to you? And let us know, and we will keep doing follow-up videos on it. But yeah, let us know in the comments, and we will surely answer to all of those as well. And guys, we're just going to wrap this up there. I'm probably going to go and buy some more. So thank you very much for watching. Please do make sure that if you haven't done so, that you like this video if you found it informative, and make sure you subscribe if you've not done so already, and press the bell button so you get notified of all the awesome videos coming away. And until then, guys, we will see you in the next one, and hopefully on the moon. Take care, and bye bye.